Hello and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for how does this play out. This is a timeless reading, so you can look at this at any time and with any situation. All you guys really have to do, because I've already picked out all the cards, I've already taken the time to shuffle and focus on the 1, the 2, and the 3 situations here. Again, they can be whatever. It doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't have to be career. It can be anything, okay? Can be a moving situation, can be a living situation, I don't know, can be whatever. So you know what, whatever situation you guys are going through, focus on it right now. Sit down, focus on the situation, focus on your question about it, focus on, wondering how it's going to play out and any sort of things or, whatever it is that has to do with the situation, focus on that right now. And, sit down, take a few minutes. You can even pause this video and decide which of these numbers, you are most drawn to. But, focus on your question. And then, look at the cards here, or look at the setup, and see which one you are most drawn to. And I will put in the description box and in the comments the timestamp, so you can go right to that timestamp and listen to the reading. Okay, guys? So, and if you guys have not yet, subscribe, leave me a comment, and share. And also, if you guys are looking to book a private reading, all that information on booking a private reading is right below this video. But right now, I would recommend just pausing for a second, again, focusing on the situation and focusing on the numbers here and which one you are most drawn to, okay? And I'm going to pause this actually myself, and then I'm going to start getting into starting with number 1, I'm going to go to number 2, then number 3, okay? And again, all the timestamps are in the comments and the description box. Alrighty, so if you guys have picked number 1 for how your situation is going to play out, actually I'm going to move all these out of the way while I look at these for you guys. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this, take off the number, and this is the card. I'm using my Hobbit deck actually as a general overview for the cards, so this is a general overview of how this situation will play out, and we get, wow, okay, we get the Empress. I actually have not looked at these cards either, did everything face down, and just pulled them based on my feelings with them for each number. So yeah, the Empress. So first of all, this situation is going to end up abundantly. It's going to be a very abundant, wonderful, amazing situation here that you are in. So if you're wondering how the situation that you're in right now, especially if it is a love situation, we have a lot of growth, a lot of potential, a lot of love here, a lot of affection. So if this is a romantic situation, it is definitely going to work out. There's definitely a lot of love here. There is, a manifestation of a very deep and profound connection. Again, the Empress in this deck is very much about a deep, loving connection between a group of people. So it doesn't even have to be with one person. If it's a work situation, a career situation as well, it can be a lot of manifesting of abundance, huge abundance coming in here. This is really, really beautiful. Again, it's all about harmony, creativity, sensual pleasure, and abundance. It shows that this might be the time to encourage greater harmony in your love and in your life, okay? So again, if you are doing work that, you're not happy with and you're wondering how, like, maybe following a different dream might play out, it will be very successful, very prosperous. The general energy of this is abundance and prosperity, okay? Absolutely fertility. So especially, if this has to do with the arts as well, again, the Empress has a lot to do with the arts and with love. So whatever you are doing, you are following your heart, you are manifesting in what you want here. And this shows like a very, very fruitful endeavor. So whatever, if you're wondering how the situation is going to play out and you're worried about it, don't be. Okay, and this is what we get for any sort of things that come out with the reading. I'm sorry, not with the reading. Why did I say it that way? Any sort of clarifications for what might happen here with this situation. The clarifications that we got here were actually the 5 of Pentacles. Wow, interesting. And the Hierophant reversed. So maybe we are stuck in a situation here where we're wondering, how is this going to, how is the situation going to develop? How is this all going to play out here? Even though the Empress is here and it's manifesting abundance here, we might be in this at this time. that might be why we're asking, how is this going to play out? Because right now we could be trying to figure out a way forward, not understanding how to connect, not understanding how to get to where we want to go here with the Five of Pentacles. And the Hierophant reverse says that we might not know. We don't have the knowledge, or we're not relying on our higher self, which does have the knowledge. We are ignoring that type of knowledge that maybe our higher self is giving us about this situation. And we're believing that there's no way forward, that we cannot connect here, that we cannot find a way through. The Five of Pentacles is a serious feeling of lack. It is one of the most down and out cards in the deck. It might be maybe one of the saddest cards for me, honestly. I find it to be a very depressing card, very, very depressed, not having even the energy to think, oh, I can move forward, I can get out of this. In this situation, you feel that you cannot, okay? And it's very, very painful. It feels like a very, very lack energy. So maybe that's where we're coming from in this situation. We're not expecting to get here, even though we really want it. We can't find the information. When the Hierophant is reversed, especially in this situation right here, it feels like we are not relying on our higher selves. We are ignoring either some type of information there, or we are believing that we don't have the knowledge or the energy or, the power really to move forward here. And again, these are both very Taurian cards here, so this is going to especially resonate with you, I think, especially if you're a Taurus watching this. Maybe you're trying to get here. You're wondering how a new business prospect or a new love prospect is going to work out, and you're not expecting the best right now because, the path to this and how this is going to play out, yes, it's going to be great. It does seem like there's an amazing energy of abundance, and we can create exactly what we want here. Whatever you want, you can manifest. So don't be afraid and don't feel, you can't do it because we are in this lack energy. Just because we are in this lack energy at this time does not mean that we cannot get out of it. We might not see the way forward here, but let's look at the challenge and opportunity card here, which, oh my God, wow. Challenges, opportunities, oppositions is the Sun. So there will be success. The answer will come down, okay? And even though this is in the challenge position, I do see this as more of, we're finding our way forward here. We're understanding something. Something is coming to light in this situation. This is my Hermetic deck. This is my, my Gustav Klimt deck. This is my Hobbit deck. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. But the Hermetic Tarot is very, very deep, very, very intense. And the Sun here, this is also my Leo card, so there could be a Leo within the situation as well. However, I see this more as, something is coming to light here. There's success, joy in it as well. Once this comes to light, whatever the path forward that we are trying to find here and that we don't seem to understand at this time, even though we can't see it at this time, and it might feel like this Five of Pentacles as we're watching this video, and we might feel like we can't get that information, like there's something blocking us, and we're trying to understand it. But you know what? We might not just want to know the answer. It could be that, we're ignoring an answer. We're ignoring something from our subconscious at this time, and we need to, listen a little harder. We need to really understand what, the universe is trying to show us in this situation, because it does feel like something is trying to come forward here, and that something will be illuminated. The Sun, to me, is always an illumination of the truth, an illumination of how to get to where you want to go. It's glory, gain, riches, satisfaction. We get to be a little bit arrogant about how we've gotten here because, again, we have the Empress and the Sun. There is success despite going through this very long, very painful feeling of lack, probably depression, probably feeling like you don't have any money, feeling very poor. This is really, really beautiful. This is a beautiful, instead of a challenge, it feels like more of an opportunity. It feels like more of... The challenge here is understanding this message and allowing it to be illuminated, allowing the knowledge here to be illuminated. Maybe we're looking in the wrong place and the illumination will come somewhere else. Maybe we've been trying to work at a place that doesn't really suit us. Maybe a place that, is a little bit too traditional for our means here, for who we really are. Maybe we believe that we are not as traditional. Maybe we believe that we are more traditional than we are, and we need to start looking elsewhere, if that makes any sense to you guys. And all right, and now these are going to be the advice cards of what you guys should do in this situation, how they can, what can help you within this situation, okay? So we're going to look at, the Hermit. Then we get the Devil. And the Knave of Cups. Very interesting. Very, very interesting here. The Hermit here is all about perspective in this deck. And this is my Hieronymus Bosch deck. And again, as you guys know, I am like in love with this deck. This might be my absolute favorite deck, honestly, that I own now. It's really come up the ranks because the meanings in it are just absolutely like, just on point. I can't even get over it. But the Hermit here is all about, you know, looking at something from a different perspective. So yes, he sees this monster here above his head. You know, originally you might see this as a really freaky looking goddamn monster with like a three-headed bird here. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look good. But, you know, through his own strength, man can be refreshed by a monstrous shape as if it were the most angelic of visions, thoughts. So all we really need to do in this situation is change our thoughts, change our perspective. And the message that I'm personally getting really, really strongly right now is honestly maybe through meditation, maybe through, you know, working at it in that kind of way, working at, you know, a more positive outlook, working at a more, you know, almost like, what is the word that I'm looking for, the term that I'm looking for here? You know, law of attraction type thing. That's what I'm looking for. A law of attraction. So all we really have to do is change our perspective. We can look at the situation as being really negative, as feeling really lacked and like really down and out. But what it is doing is it is transforming us to becoming stronger, to being able to manifest what we really want here. To be able to bring in our heart's desires, to be able to bring in, you know, the Empress doesn't just do work just to do it and just because, you know, she wants money, she wants this. She does something because, you know, and she does it differently because this is her way of doing it, you know. This person doesn't listen to the rules. She does her own thing. She does it her way, and she doesn't listen to how other people are going to tell her to do it. You know, she beats, her heart beats with her, she has the, what is the word? Why can't I English today, guys? She marches to the beat of a different drum, and she's not afraid of it, you know. She marches to her own beat. She does things her own way, and, you know, she knows that it will all work out. She knows that there will be success here. The challenge is getting there, getting that information, having that illumination. And what we really need to do to get to that information, to understand how we can reach that success here, is by changing our perspective, by looking at things differently, meditating, asking for guidance, asking for help, asking for science from our higher self, from our guides, from the gods and goddesses, you know, from whoever it is that you don't get guidance from or ask from guidance from, you know. This is, you know, really just saying that this situation may seem monstrous, but you know what? It can also, again, like I'm going to say the meaning again, through his own strength, man can be refreshed by a monstrous shape as if it were the most angelic of visions, thoughts. So, you know, these are all about your thoughts. Change your thoughts, and you can change the perspective here. The devil here, even evil derives joy from evil, but man is not made for that type of joy, cruelty. There is a cruel nature here, and you are beating yourself up is really the energy that I'm getting here. We are beating ourselves up because we are confused. We are confused as to why this situation is happening and why we can't get this success here, and why we haven't reached it. Why haven't we reached the answer? Why haven't we gotten to where we want to get to? Why can't we understand why, you know, we can't either connect with somebody or, you know, again, it could be a job situation. Why can't we get that success that we want? Why can't we achieve what we want to, like where we want to be? Why can't we live where we want to live? Why can't we be with who we want to be with? Why do we feel so cut off from this situation, from this person right now? And it is because we are seeing the situation of being cut off, this Five of Pentacles situation, as negative. And we're seeing it as, you know, a negative cycle. But what we really need to look at it as is we are putting ourselves in a negative situation. Because we can look at this in a positive light. We can know in our hearts here that we are going to manifest in the success because we are. We can know that we're going to have the answer because we are. Or we can be stressed out by it and not understand how to get there. We can, you know, beat ourselves up about it. We can put ourselves in isolation and you know, see it only as negative and beat ourselves up about it. But what we can do instead of that, and to make it better, is to approach it with love. Approach ourselves with love in this situation and stop beating ourselves up. I feel like whoever has pulled this has been really beating themselves up and has been saying, you know, I'm in this situation because of myself and I'm negative and I deserve this and I'm never going to get what I want. I'm never going to have a good life. I'm never going to get that success. But you are. This is a negative cycle, and we're going to get through it. But you know what you guys also need to realize is you put yourselves in this negative position. And you can be upset at the world and anybody else in this situation and blame, you know, whoever you want for this. But the truth is, the situation comes down to you guys. It comes down to, you know, breaking yourself free of this negative situation and understanding that we can break these chains. We can break these chains with our thoughts. We can get ourselves out of this negative cycle. We can get ourselves out of this because the darkness is attractive. It's easy to just, again, the devil says it's easy to be cruel to ourselves. It's easy to, beat ourselves up. What is hard is believing in ourselves and knowing that the success is coming, knowing that we're going to get to where we want to get to, knowing that we're going to have that love, have that job, have that life that we want so badly. We're going to have that fulfillment, okay? And we're not going to be in this lack forever. But we need to know while we're in this lack is that we can manifest our way out of this. And all we really have to do is change our perspective. Again, law of attraction almost is what I'm getting here. The Knave of Chalice is here. Yes, he's a little bit confused. His energy is, a little bit of a confusing energy. Confusion. One chooses whether to face the world as friend or foe. Again, what are you going to face it as? What are you going to face this situation as a friend or a foe? Are you going to love yourself through it? Are you going to love the situation as a friend? Whatever the situation is that you're facing here, it's saying to approach it with love. To cut yourself off from those negative ties. Realize that the situation may be difficult, but it is teaching us to love. And we can approach this as a friend instead of a foe. Approach ourselves as a friend instead of a foe. And we can have this come in, okay? You're going to get there. You're going to get that success. You are going to bring in what you want. The main thing of it is we are learning to love ourselves through this. We are learning how to manifest. We are learning how to bring in what we really want. What do you really want? What do you really need? Are you looking for it in somebody else? Because what you need to do first is find it within yourself. You need to find this energy within yourself. You need to find that well and transform it from negative to positive and release that beautiful energy into the world and bring in what you want. Because you can. It's saying that you can manifest and you can bring in what you want with hard work, with love, with dedication, okay? With really opening your heart in a really loving way and loving yourself throughout this process. Loving the process. Finding, joy in this process will help you. Finding a different perspective in this process will help you bring this in faster. Now let's check out your, oh my gosh, wow, your oracle card here, your Stacey DeMarco oracle card is joy, rejoicing in the present. So let's look at the meaning here for this card, okay? And then you guys will be all set for number one. And I feel like that was, wow, amazing. I really enjoyed doing this. Let me know if you guys want to see any other types of pick-a-card readings. I haven't done them in a while, and I do love doing them, honestly. It's always fun. It's always a surprise for me. Rejoicing in the present. I stand here. I am where I am, fully alive and present. Stress is a sham. All right, it is time to find the joy in this moment and to find that joy more often. Should this card come up in your divination, it heralds the arrival of more happiness and profound joy into your life. It is a good omen. Actively seek pleasure and build more of the things that give you personal joy and laughter in your life. After all, we build in appointments for the dentist. Why not for our own pleasure? Okay? Find joy in this. Again, that's what I've been getting all throughout this. Find joy in this experience, and you will transform this experience. You will get to where you want to. You will get that moment where you understand what's happening. You will get there, okay, guys? But right now, we need to rejoice in the present. We need to love this experience for what it is. We need to laugh about it, and we need to know that whatever we are going through right now is going to bring us to where we want to get to, and that we just have to bear through this and really find the joy in it. Find the joy in it and bring joy in. Bring in that success with that joy that you are finding in this moment, okay? Again, law of attraction is a real thing. If you want to be positive, you're going to bring positive in. If you want, success, feel successful. Tell yourself, again, with affirmations every day that you are successful, okay? All right, so that was number one, and I guess I will leave that one there, and I'm going to move on to number two. So thank you guys so much. Again, subscribe, comment below how it resonated, and if you guys are looking for a private reading, all that information is right below this video, okay? Thank you. Alrighty, if you guys picked number two, here is your reading for how this situation is going to play out. And first we get, as a general, Four of Swords. So, restful, slow, you might be waiting on something. You might need to take a rest at this time. If you're wondering how something is going to play out, just rest in this energy right now. Don't be stressed out about it. So this is the overall energy card here. And this is my Hobbit deck. I'm using my Hobbit deck, my Gustav Klimt deck for clarification and details, and then I'm using my Hermetic Tarot for challenges, opportunities, and oppositions, and my Bosch Tarot for, what you need to do in this situation, what you can do to help this situation, and then I'm using an Oracle card at the end. Okay, so Four of Swords, very interesting in this deck here. I mean, it's about resting, waiting, kind of taking it easy, taking the situation easy. Don't be too stressed out. Don't be too upset about it. Don't like let yourself get too involved. You know, it's a lifting of tensions. You know, it's a temporary retreat type card. It asks us if we are stuck in the past or possibly being too anxious, that we need to move on. Okay, so if we're being too anxious about some situation, about wanting to move forward into something, or wanting something to happen really, really badly, or again, you know, we're stuck in the past about a situation, we need to move on here. Kind of is asking us to, you know, lightly just kind of release it and let it go. You know, it suggests a bit more personal space is needed at this time and not to be so constricted if it's a partnership. If we're wondering how our relationship problems, if we're in a relationship or, you know, we're starting to see somebody or interested in somebody, right now it's saying, you know, give that person space, allow yourself space as well. Don't be so constricted and obsessed and anxious about whatever the situation is. You know, open and direct communication really feels like the way to kind of clear this situation out if we're, you know, dealing with misunderstandings or, you know, again, miscommunication problems in that kind of problems in that kind of sense, you know. It could also be a time to, again, look at what we've committed to, and also, you know, if we have any unspoken agreements in our lives here, what do we need to do about them? Really kind of review those. Do we have unspoken agreements that we're still stuck on? Maybe we haven't gotten over somebody or released a relationship from the past because we were always like, oh, we're definitely going to get back together. Oh, we're coming back together. Or, you know, I'll never get over this person. But if you keep telling yourself that, you won't. And what it's saying for you to do here is to release that. With the Four of Swords here, let it go. You know, review those situations. And don't be so constricted. Don't let yourself be constricted at this time. Take that temporary retreat and relax in this energy. So that's overall, you know, how the situation might play out is kind of a more relaxed feel. You might have to rest and wait for whatever it is that you want here and relieve yourself of the anxiety. So let's look at some clarifications with my Gustav Klimt. What did I get here for clarifications about the situation, how it might be happening, coming in, etc. We get the Six of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. Interesting. Both reversed. I'll leave them that way because that's how I left them and how I was drawn to pull them originally. And here we get, sorry, I'm going to set it up like I did before. So maybe we are waiting for somebody to reconcile with. If this is a love situation, we could have been hoping, or again, thinking about somebody from the past, thinking about an ex, maybe somebody that has hurt us, and we've been hoping to reconcile with this person. We were hoping that, you know, reconciliation would relieve us of this pain here, would relieve us of this heartbreak with the Three of Swords. However, it does tell us that, you know, by not getting back together, by not communicating with this person, it is healing the situation. It's kind of the opposite. We might have thought that, you know, what do we do? How is the situation going to play out with this person? Am I getting back together with them? I feel like I'm thinking about them a lot. They're on my mind. Again, Venus, I'm doing this reading during, while we are still in that Venus retrograde, so it can be that kind of energy again. This is a timeless reading though. However, so it doesn't have to be that. I mean, again, this doesn't have to be Venus retrograde to be thinking about somebody from the past and wondering, are they coming back, and having a feeling like, oh, I think they're coming back just because I heard from them like once or something. But this person, it feels like, is not coming back. I would say that this is not a reconciliation. When I see the Six of Cups reversed, there is not a connection here that you thought there was. It's relying, you're thinking way too much about the past, and what you need to do here is heal. However, you know, what it is saying about, you know, just because this person isn't coming back and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, woe is me, I'm sad, but I want to be with them. Think about it again. Why are you so committed to this person? Why are you so into this person? What is your, like, obsession with them? Or, you know, this situation doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job that you really, really want. And you're thinking about it and you're saying, oh, I really want to do this. I've been thinking about it. And I want to do it for a long time. Maybe this is something that you've been, like, trying to get a job at for years. Like if you're an animator, you're trying to like work at Pixar or something, and you think you can make it happen. And you've been emailing them and trying it for so long. You're like, I think, you know, because I talked to them that one time at this animation show or something, that I'm going to be able to talk to them again, and they're not getting back to you. But you know what? There's a reason for that. And they're like, you know, this might feel painful. You might feel really stuck in this nostalgia, almost to a fault here. When I see the Six of Cups reversed, I always think of, you know, being too stuck in something, being like too obsessed with the situation, with how something is playing out. You know, it's emotional what you really need to do is kind of withdraw from the situation. It also, again, the Six of Cups also does indicate emotional withdrawal and detachment, maybe from a painful in order to heal. Maybe that's what this is all asking for. If you're wondering how a situation is going to play out, maybe I'm getting also like getting really strong. Maybe if somebody has gone through a breakup and they're asking how is this going to play out because you're hoping to get it back together with them, or you're hoping for a different outcome, a different, you know, situation to unfold with them, or reconciliation. What this is really asking you to do is to detach to heal. You have to detach from this situation. It might be best that you're detached from this person. It might be that you're wanting to get back together with them, but what might be best here is to detach and allow yourself to rest. Rest, detach, and heal. Heal from this situation. That is what this is really indicating. Okay, so let's look at your challenges and opportunities. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles reversed. Look at this, guy. This is great. The Five might have felt like we weren't able to, you know, overcome this this hurdle here. Lord of Material Trouble. Maybe you feel really down and out. You can't connect on a really basic level. You might be feeling really alone right now is what I'm getting. Some of you guys might be feeling really antisocial, really alone in whatever the situation is. Again, it doesn't have to be, you know, if this is a work situation and not a love situation, we could, again, be feeling really heartbroken about it. We could be, like, what we really need, though, is to rest. Because we've been through the Five of Pentacles, is what this is telling me. The challenge was the Five of Pentacles. And now, what it's saying when it's reversed here, to me, is that it is, you're getting out of this energy. You're getting out of this material trouble energy. You're finding a way forward. You are going to find a way to get the money that you want. So maybe you think this is the only job for me. This is the only thing that I want to do. I'm never going to want to do anything else. Like, why would I even try for anything else? But the situation here is telling me that we are going to be able to move forward. We are going to be able to move out of that situation. You are going to find, you know, financial stability. This energy is leaving. This lack is leaving. Again, the Five of Pentacles to me, again, Lord of Material Trouble, is so much lack. It's a lot of pain, a lot of negativity. When you see the Five of Pentacles in this deck and it's reversed, you know, this is the money that you regain after, you know, severe toil and labor, which is what we're getting here. Severe loss, severe toil, severe labor. So maybe you've been waiting for something to come into fruition. Maybe you've been working on your own business, your own situation here. And you've been like, okay, it's going to finally like come to, you know, I know I'm going to start getting more business. I know things are going to work out. I'm going to be able to, you know, break even, make some money here. And what we're getting here is that you are going to, but you have to wait. You have to rest. And you have to understand that maybe to detach from this situation emotionally. You have to detach from this emotionally in order to heal here is really what I'm getting. And, you know, really get rid of this energy. But this energy of lack is leaving, so don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that in this situation. Now let's look at some advice for what you need to do in this. Some advice for you guys. And we get, ooh, Justice, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. And I actually didn't see any of these cards. I don't know. I keep like forgetting to repeat these things because I realize you guys didn't obviously watch number one if you picked two. But yeah, I didn't pick any. I didn't look at any of these cards until, you know, obviously now when I'm turning them over with you guys. I just closed my eyes, you know, asked, you know, for number two, you know, the situations here, and I'm just seeing these for the first time now too. So don't, no, that's not like I've like pre-done these in a way like where I was looking at them and I was picking out the right ones. These are all brand new for me. But Justice here. This is my Hieronymus Bosch deck. That's my Hobbit deck. This is my Gustav Klimt deck, and this is the Hermetic Tarot. Just in case you guys were wondering. And I will use my Stacey DeMarco Oracle as your last card. And if you guys ask in the comments below about them, I will answer. Don't worry. But Justice here. We get Justice. So I do feel like there will be a balancing out here. We will find a balance in this situation. It's going to, like, you know, again, this is the card of Libra as well. So maybe the situation started in Libra and you've been waiting for it to kind of balance out since then. What this is asking you to do, though, is maybe, if this is your own business, maybe, you know, go talk to somebody who can help you balance out the books, who can, you know, what is it when you finally, you, like, legitimize your company? That could be what that is, or contracts and that kind of sensation. In that kind of sense. But Justice in this deck. Okay, so I am going to read the descriptions here for what you guys should do in this situation and how this can help you, or how you can help yourselves with this. You know, justice we get. There is no wrong which can sully what is right. For better or for worse, each thing will meet its destiny. Truth. Again. So for better or worse, things will come to an end. Everything is going to meet its destiny. Do not worry. Things are balancing out. So all you really got to do is rest and understand to detach, again, emotionally, and let yourself heal from where you have been, and know that you are on the out. You are on the outs with this Five of Pentacles. You're getting out of the situation. You're on the tail end of it. It really does feel like it, guys. So again, whether this is relationships or not, it does feel like we are going to be moving forward here with the Knight of Pentacles. I love the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. He's great. Page of Pentacles I also love in this deck. The Knight of Pentacles, self-sufficiency. Even in the narrowest space, one can possess the infinite. Okay, so again, he's standing on this little tiny, like, little mound here. And what it's saying is, again, sorry, let me move all these over so that we can look at them. I do like to read the descriptions for these cards. I'm obsessed with them. I'm like in love with these cards. This might be my favorite deck, honestly. I just love the different meanings to them that are just so different than any other deck that I've ever seen. So I'm really excited to always read you guys these. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, self-sufficiency. Even in the narrowest space, one can possess the infinite. You can figure this out. You can possess the infinite. You might feel like you're backed into a corner here, even in the narrowest space. And I feel like that like saying right there is really sticking out to me. Some of you guys might feel really trapped, really stuck, really like you're stuck on this little mound here, and you're like, I can't swim. I don't know how to get over there. But you know what? He's possessing the infinite. He does have the knowledge, and you will move forward. You know, the water will go down. This goat will be able to either learn how to swim, or you will learn how to swim, or the water will go down. You'll be able to walk across. Whatever the situation is, it will move forward. It just might not be that fast. Things are balancing out, and they are going to move forward in a prosperous way. When I see the Justice and the Knight of Pentacles together, the Seven of Wands here is interesting. And I do love it here, though. I do think it's going to fit real nice. The Seven of Wands, the lady poised on one's conceit, gnawing at one's talents. Don't gnaw at your talents. Don't be too conceited. Again, it can go either way. Don't be too conceited about things so that you're defending yourself against situations that could, you could be so, like, stuck in this energy of lack and stuck in this pain from the past that you are almost like blocking it from moving forward. You're like, no, it's never going to move forward. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there. It's like, whatever, I'm never going to get there. But you know what you need to do? Take that wand out of your mouth and stop telling yourself that. This is also telling me, that, I'm trying to get this. What is this that I'm getting here? This is interesting. Yeah, some of us might, again, be wanting to move forward or wondering how a lover romantic situation might play out. And, we're getting out of that negative energy. And what we need to do is really wait this out, because things are going to balance out. The right thing is going to come in time here. It is going to come in time. Don't be so conceited. Don't be also, again, if somebody does show up to try to offer you love in this situation when you're focusing on something else, don't be too conceited and, like, oh, I'm waiting for this person, or, oh, I want to be with a person like this, to turn a situation down. Because what the universe is trying to bring you is something good here. It is trying to bring you, again, this is balancing out. This is a gift that might be coming into an offer, something that can grow into something a lot more. And if you're just sitting here shoving a stick in your mouth and saying, no, I don't want it, I'm going to wait for this, or you're being defensive because, you're stuck on something from the past, some past pain, some past heartbreak, and you're still trying to figure out how to get there, that you're not even going to see this come in. You're not going to be able to appreciate it, and you're not going to accept it. And what you really need to do is take those wands out. Stop being so defensive. Be defensive against the things that are going to hurt you, but don't be defensive against lovely gifts here is what I'm getting. Again, don't gnaw at your own talents. If you're going to sit here and gnaw at your own talents, it's going to be your own demise here. You're going to keep, again, if this is a work situation, you keep telling yourself, I can't have this, I can't get there, I'm never going to get there. Meanwhile, the universe is trying to, give you balance, give you money, give you offers here, and you're just sitting here being like, no, I don't want it, I'm going to be defensive against it. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Stop it. Okay, don't be so defensive at this time. Gnawing at one's talents. Again, I really hate that. I hate and I love that saying, because people will do that. Don't gnaw at your own talents. Believe in yourself. Know that you're going to get through this. Know that whatever the situation is, it is coming to an end, and you will be able to have what you want after it all. You are going to get to where you want to get to, but you have to have patience, and you can't be belittling yourself and making yourself believe you're never going to get out of it the whole time, because then you won't. you're going to be stuck in that energy, and you're going to be stuck in that lack, and you're going to be looking for all the wrong things. Okay? So let's see what the Stacey DeMarco Oracle card says about this, okay? Trick or treat. Mischief in play. Interesting. All right. Trick or treat. All right. Mischief in play. Should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is the one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. So again, mischief is fun. Don't manipulate. Don't manipulate in the situation. You might want to manipulate the situation. You might, be trying to manipulate the situation. You can't. You just have to let this play out. You have to let this energy leave, and you have to accept what is coming in here, okay? Allow yourself to have some fun. Allow yourself to enjoy things instead of, sitting in this energy of, oh, woe is me, I'm stuck on the past here. I'm stuck in this negative like glitch here. It almost feels like you're stuck in a ditch of like pain and heartbreak and of something of the past year, and you're elongating it. What you need to do is go out and have fun and know that this is out. That whatever that situation is before, you have to release it and allow the balancing energy to come in here, and don't be fighting against it, because whatever is coming in here probably isn't going to be what you expected or what you want at first, but it is what you need, and it is the right thing for you. So don't turn it away. Don't be defensive when new things are trying to make themselves known in your life here, okay? All right. So I hope that was helpful. And again, if you guys are looking to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box. Also, again, check out your monthlies, your weeklies for your sun, moon, and rising. And give me a subscribe. And if you hit that little bell next to subscribe, it will notify you whenever I am posting up any of my new videos, okay? Thank you guys so much for all your support. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter, dekutarot, no spaces, no caps. All right. Alrighty guys, so if you picked number 3 for how the situation is going to play out, this is your reading, okay? So we're going to pull this out here. Again, I'm using my Hobbit deck for your general and main overview card here for how it's going to play out, and then I will use my Gustav Klimt deck here for your, sorry, I'll put it up here, my Gustav Klimt deck here for, any sort of clarifications of how it might come in and the situation. And then the Hermetic Tarot is going to be your challenges, opportunities, and oppositions, whatever it comes out as. And then my Hieronymus Bosch deck is going to be what you should be doing in this situation and what you can do and what will help the situation. And the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle on the bottom is just a nice oracle card, which is a nice overall message of advice from Spirit. Okay, so let's first look at, oh my god, okay, so the Tower just came out. Big change. So whatever you guys are going through right now, big change, huge change, massive change. This is not something to be trifled with. Wow, this is something huge coming down here. Something huge is ending. Again, this is my Hobbit deck, and this is the overall, how does this situation play out? It's the Tower. It is coming in or it is coming out huge, okay? This is, huge shakeup energy. Something here is absolutely, definitely shifting in a huge, huge way, and it is going to be noticeable. It's not something that's just going to happen like passing energy. This is a life, like a huge life change here that is coming forward, I will say. So, when that comes forward, I don't like to ignore it in any sort of way. This is the need to build on solid foundations, what it's telling you. Suddenly realizing the truth about a situation, about something, about someone. This is a massive upheaval or a sudden trauma as well. Sudden change coming from the outside forces, okay? This is sudden change coming from an outside force is really what this feels. Again, when the Tower shows up, it can be anything. It can be like any sort of huge situation that comes out of nowhere, out of the blue, like you do not expect it to come in. You don't see it coming. Acceptance is a better response than opposition as well. It's telling us, it's better to accept whatever this change is rather than resist it. Because when the Tower comes in, you cannot resist this change. It's going to happen. So what you need to approach this with is acceptance, okay? So let's look at how this situation plays out, because whatever it is coming to a huge head in a very massive way, okay? This is like just massive, Wow, I can't believe this. Again, I didn't look at any of these cards. I've mentioned this in the other two, like 1 and 2. But obviously, if you guys picked number 3, you didn't listen to them, which is obvious. So I will explain that I didn't look at any of these cards as I was pulling them before. I like spent a good like 20-30 minutes picking those cards, shuffling and like feeling them out for each question. Sorry, for each number. For the general question here. So this is my first time seeing these two, and this is crazy to me that this came out as you know, the general card here of how it's going to play out is the Tower. This is a massive shift. So whatever you're asking about, yes, it is coming to a head, and yes, it is about to change. So let's look at what we get for some clarification here. I'm kind of drawn to flip this one, and I'm going to leave this one like this. Ooh, wow, okay. So the Knave of Wands and the Nine of Swords. I'm going to move these like this for you guys. Ooh, saw this guy first, so I'm going to leave him first. So yeah, this is a new direction. Again, the Knave of Wands, or, you know, Page of Wands, whatever you want to call him, he comes in with a new idea. He comes in with a new energy, a new breath of fresh air, a new direction. This person has something to communicate, you know, a new start, a new beginning, maybe even something in the creative, or in media, something where you are speaking to others, something to do with communication. Or direct, you know, again, a direction of energy here. A new energetic force is coming in here. You're getting communication that is, whatever this Tower situation is, I don't really feel like it's that negative, considering I do see the Nine of Swords reversed. So if you felt, you know, like, how the hell am I going to deal with the situation? What do I do? How do I move forward? You're losing sleep over it. You're stressed about it. You're anxious. You're having a really hard time here. The Nine of Swords is saying that energy is leaving. The insomnia, the stress, the anxiety, this is all on its way out. You finally get a release from this because of whatever is coming in here. This Tower is knocking this energy out, okay? So you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to be nervous about it. So if you were just freaking out when I just like, you're like, oh, I picked number 3, blah, 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 and then I pull the Tower and you're like, my heart has stopped. Like, my life might be over. Don't be worried, because this does seem like it is driving you in a new and better direction. Oh my God, don't look at my nails. I didn't even realize. I have had a really crazy morning, and I just had to like rip my tire off my car with my boyfriend because it was ripped and stuff like that. So my nails are all destroyed. I just tried to rip off my nail polish, so they're looking really great right now. But we can ignore them, you know. I'm gonna turn that on for a little extra light here. But yeah, sorry, I like realized it as I'm at that last part of the reading, and I'm like, wow, my nails look like shit. But yeah, the Knave of Wands here. Sorry about that, guys. And the Nine of Swords is telling me that yes, we're getting rid of this, and whatever is coming in here, it is knocking out the negative and the bad energy here. The sadness, the anxiety, the stress, the depression. It's a very depressed, very stressed out card, not understanding a way forward and stressing yourself the hell out about it, you know. All right, let's look at your challenges and opportunities, and we get, ooh, Four of Swords reversed, Lord of Rest from Strife. Okay, and it came out reversed. So I do feel that maybe we're having a lot of anxiety. The challenge and the challenge here is your anxiety about this. It's the stress about it. It's, you know, feeling like you want to move forward and you can't right now, and you don't understand how or why. Again, the Four of Swords, this is my Hermetic Tarot. You know, usually it can denote when it is upright, a feeling of rest, but when it is reversed, it feels like maybe we've been resting so long, and we've been so stressed, like that it's becoming a stressful and an anxiety, you know, for us. So maybe if it's a job situation and we've been, you know, maybe we haven't had a job. If some of you guys are looking at this, I'm kind of getting the message that somebody who is looking at this probably has been out of work for a while, and they're really stressed out about it, and it's starting to become a real stressor for them, a real anxiety-inducing issue here. But when the Four of Swords, you know, is reversed, yeah, your anxiety and your like rest in like your need to rest at this time because you're not working, you're not doing so much, it's starting to become a problem for you. You want to work, you want to be doing things, you're starting to like drive yourself crazy about it, and, you know, be mad at yourself, being upset in the situation, feeling really like you can't do anything, feeling bad about yourself and your situation. You know, what you need to do also, what it could also be saying is that you don't know when to stop or rest. And what you really need to do is kind of take a break. And so sometimes, you know, in this energy with the Nine of Swords, maybe we weren't getting enough rest. We weren't taking care of ourselves because we've just been going. So it could even be an opposite thing of I feel like for some of you guys, it might be that you didn't have a job, and that's why it was stressing you out by not doing anything. And some of you guys, it's going to be like you've been working your ass off, and you've been doing so much, and like you feel like you're not getting paid enough for it or something in that type of situation. It could also be a relationship where you feel like you're going. And what you really need to do is, you know, take a breath, take a rest, take a day off, take a day to yourself. You need to kind of maybe separate, be alone for a little bit, because otherwise your anxiety is going to go crazy, and you know, you need to rest. Whatever the situation is telling me is maybe we haven't been focusing, or maybe we have been, you know, pushing down our stress and our anxiety, and we need to find a better way to release them through rest and relaxation. Okay. Okay, so let's check out what you guys should do in this situation with the Hermetic Tarot here. So first we get the Four of Cups, then we get the Two of Pentacles, and then we get the Seven of Swords reverse. And this came out reverse, sorry. I don't know why I flipped it really weird, but I like to flip them when I pull these out. These are all new to me. I haven't seen these before. Very interesting. Before I pull them out like this for you guys. So I'm looking at them for the first time with you guys. Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is interesting. We could be waiting, again, for something that is not coming in. We are waiting for a specific cup, and we're not getting that cup just yet. We have been waiting, you know, we're expecting it, we're waiting for it, we're resting here in this energy. And in this deck, what is the description for this card? It's kind of weird. It's like a weird fish tower of like strange cups, but all the cups are touching each other, so they're not getting filled here. The cups here aren't getting filled. That's something important to realize when you look at this card. Is all of them are facing each other. All the tops of them are facing each other, so they're closed. We can't have fulfillment if we close those cups, because we're closing ourselves off to what could be coming in. That's the thing that you have to remember about the Four of Cups is you're not going to find that satisfaction if you just close yourself off to every other option, because the universe could be trying to give you something that is better for you. And that could be what this tower is, why this tower is coming in here, because it's like, I've been trying to give you this, but you're only accepting this, and what you need to do is stop waiting for that one thing and realize that there's more here. Again, Four of Chalices is the beach. It may be hard to breathe even when one is surrounded by the purest air. So again, you might not be able to breathe even though you're getting what you want here. You might not be happy, but even though you're being offered something that should make you happy. You're being offered a change here that should make you really happy, or you're being offered something that is better than what you were waiting for, and you're just like, no. So what you need to do is really accept this other cup and try to see where it's going to take you. You're waiting for a specific thing here. But with the Two of Pentacles reversed, you know, Two of Pentacles has repose in this deck. That which one has obtained must now be enjoyed. But in this deck, it is reversed. And when it is reversed, we can't be in repose if we don't, you know, we can't enjoy something that we have not obtained yet. This is saying that, you know, you might not have attained it yet, so you can't enjoy this yet. You can't enjoy this because you haven't attained what you want. You're waiting for something that you want here, and that's why this is not enjoyable, because you are waiting for something specific. You're waiting for something that you want, and you can't enjoy this without it. You're like, I don't want to sit and rest and enjoy this other thing. I want to enjoy what I was waiting for, whether it be a relationship or, you know, a job situation, a money situation that you thought was going to come through. And you're like, no, I was waiting for this. And this is what I want. And the universe is like, well, I'm trying to give you this instead. And you're like, no, I want this other thing. And then the Seven of Swords reversed here. He who takes advantage, the battle trophy of the one who has never fought. But in this situation, you're seeing the situation for what it is. And the Seven of Swords is reversed. You know, whatever is going on below the scenes, you know, that person getting rewards for work that they haven't done, it is being revealed here. You're not going to get something if you haven't worked for it. Okay, is really what I'm getting here. So maybe we're expecting something that we haven't worked for. Maybe we're expecting something that, you know, maybe we don't really deserve. Maybe we're expecting something that we think is owed to us, and it is not owed to us. And because we're looking at it that way, in a possessive manner, it is not going to come to us in that way. You can't be looking at life and jobs and people in a possessive manner. We cannot possess these things. We cannot own them. We are not owed a specific thing. The universe doesn't work like that. You can't just say, I'm unhappy and I want what is owed to me. I want what is owed to me for my hard work and my dedication and everything. What you're going to realize here is that you've been running around like crazy, stressing yourself out about something, when what you really needed to do was just let this all happen. You know, if this is a love situation, I'm kind of getting, you know, this is something huge is coming out here. Maybe we're expecting, you know, maybe we were waiting for an apology or a proposal or whatever it might be. We were waiting for something. If we're in a relationship, we were waiting for something specific and we were stressed out about it. We've been, you know, anxious about where things are going in this relationship, and suddenly this is taking a new direction. And what we need to do is accept it instead of fighting it. Whatever has been hidden, if you've been stressed, like, oh, I think this person's going to break up with me or do this other thing, I don't feel like it's a negative thing. But something is coming out here, and it is going to change your perspective. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't realize that this was an issue. Maybe they're going to even approach you about an issue here. Maybe that's why we have felt disconnected. But, again, it could have been a breakup that brought this all up, and we're wondering, you know, is this person going to come back? It feels like you're going to find something out about the situation that is going to make it so that maybe you realize you don't want to be back in this situation. Maybe you don't really want this, and you thought that you did, but now you see the situation for what it is, and we can't have enjoyed a situation with a person who is, maybe something's coming out about them, or we're realizing, you know, they weren't acting the way they were supposed to. They weren't resting. Maybe they said they were going to take a break, and now they're actually out dating a bunch of people. And that's upsetting, but what we really need to do here is release this situation. We need to release it, see it for what it is, and move forward. Also, if the universe is trying to offer you something else at this time, it is time to accept it, to let it in, to understand it, and not fight it at this time, because it does seem like we've been waiting for a change here. We've been waiting for something. We've brought about, I mean, the Tower is coming in here with a new direction, new offers, new... It's newness. This is an energy of newness here coming in. Somebody's offering us something else, and it is very sudden, very, you know, it's a very huge upheaval for you. And what you need to do here is not rest on your laurels here and ignore what's trying to come in here. You need to kind of see it for what it is, because, you know, something is being revealed and it is huge. There's a change here coming in, and we need to be prepared for it. We need to accept it when it comes in and approach it in a better way. I actually might pull another card for you guys for this, because I just feel like this is such an intense situation. Any other things that I can do here? What I need to do when this Tower comes in here. How the situation will play out with this Tower. What do they need to know about how they can handle this, what they need to do. Ooh, Queen of Swords. And that's being pragmatic, being practical. You know, putting your head over your heart here in this situation, which is important. There's the Furious One. One finds comfort, but no answers and threats. Again, don't threaten the situation. Don't be mad about it. Don't be angry when something changes, when something comes out here. Again, that's not going to change it. You can find comfort in feeling angry. You can find comfort in the anger, but what you need to do is be pragmatic and to, you know, be more level-headed. Be, you know, to cut out what needs to be cut out here. Again, the Queen of Swords doesn't take bullshit, and she also doesn't, you know, get overly emotional about things. She's very balanced. She's thinking in a practical way. She's thinking in a smart way here. Again, you're not gonna get to where you want to be here by being angry and threatening whatever situation is coming out here. So if somebody is revealing something and it's just making you mad and making you say and act a certain way, that is not becoming of you. Or again, maybe we need to withhold those emotions and relax. Find some sort of balance in this energy, okay? Because something's being revealed and it is huge. There's a huge thing that is coming forward here. I really do think so. And what we need to do is kind of rest and let it happen and not be so worried and stressed out about it, okay? Let it play out. Be balanced in this situation. Don't let it kind of provoke you to act out of character or angry or in a way that could hurt others. All right, so let's check out your Stacey Marshall Oracle, and we get the Jack-o'-lantern, protection, okay? So advice from Spirit or a message from Spirit about this, about how this is going to play out here. We get you're protected during this, okay? You will be protected during this situation. Oh Jack, let me carve my protection. Shine your fire outwards, evil, rejection, and reflection, okay? Know that you are protected and that you are capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this should Jack shine his light upon you. Boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. Again, this is really saying, like, don't be mad when this happens. Something is coming to an end here. Again, the Tower comes and something abruptly and spontaneously kind of like combusts here. Your life is undergoing a spontaneous combustion, and what you need to do is know that you're protected, and to establish the boundaries with those who are, you know, setting you on fire, okay? You need to really know that you're protected during this and not be so mad, not be so upset, and not be prone to acting out or doing something crazy or, again, getting too over emotional. It will balance out, and you are protected during this. This is happening for a reason. Shakeups like this, the Tower comes in for a good reason. Sometimes these changes need to come about, and we need to be confronted with whatever the Tower is you know, bringing to a head here. For us to move forward, for us to live our best lives. So don't be so mad in this energy. Appreciate it, because it is going to bring you where you are supposed to be, and it is allowing you to reestablish boundaries in a way that is more beneficial for you in the long run, okay? You are protected during this whole situation. Do not forget that. All right, so I hope that was helpful, guys. Again, you can, if you have another situation at a different time, you can always come back to this video and maybe pick a different number, etc., whatever one fits for that situation. And again, let me know in the comments below how it resonates, how you guys like it. Check out your monthlies and your weeklies for your sun, moon, and rising. Hit the subscribe. And if you hit that little bell next to it, it will notify you whenever I am posting up my new videos, okay, guys? Check me out on Instagram and Twitter, dekutarot, no caps, no spaces. And again, guys, if you are going through a situation, you need a little more guidance, and you're looking for a private reading, all my information about my private readings, my prices, services, how to contact me, how to book a reading, it's all right below this video in the description box. Again, guys, thank you guys so much for all your support. Good luck with everything, and I wish you guys nothing but the best moving forward, okay? Thank you.